Why do prisoners find it hard to rehabilitate into society? The hardest thing for rehab into society, I view, is that there's still a lot of drugs in prison. I'm not going to talk about how they get it in or talk about all of that stuff. It's not my place. But there's still a lot of drugs and there's not a lot of programs. I know a lot of people, and myself, selling drugs to fuel a gambling habit, like a massive gambling habit that just keeps feeding and getting bigger and bigger. So the biggest thing I think that holds people back is there's not really access to programs in prison. They say that there is, but from my experience, there wasn't. It's hard for people to get clean when they have really no help. You can't just take someone out of like earning and stuff for years. They're coming out with less. So those few years of yours is shit. Like you haven't learned anything, you haven't leveled up, you haven't done anything, even access to books and that they exist. Like it's not as easy. Some of the guys in prison I would find can't read well. There should be schooling and stuff like that in there. A lot of the people in jail itself can be traumatic for people. It's a lot of drugs there. There's a lot of violence in prison. I was in high security at Woodford. They leave chaos and then they enter chaos again. So it shakes them up entirely and then they leave again. A lot of people sit in prison and think that they're just going to do their full time because they know that they can't make it on parole. So it's a very complicated issue, yes, but I would say education is probably the first and the drug program probably the second.